We have a square, A, B, C, D, and tucked neatly inside the square is a right triangle, EFC, with its 90-degree corner sitting on the bottom side at point F. Our mission is to find the total area of the entire square. We are given two important clues. First, the area of the inner right triangle is exactly 20 square units. And second, point F lies exactly at the midpoint of the bottom side of the square. Let's call the left half of the bottom side A. And because F is the midpoint, the right half is also A. That means the entire side length of the square is A plus A, which is 2A. So every side of the square has length 2A. Now, let's focus on the angles around point F. The bottom side of the square is a straight line, which means it measures 180 degrees. The angle inside triangle EFC is 90 degrees, so the two remaining angles resting on that straight line must add up to 90 degrees. Let's call the angle on the left alpha, and the angle on the right beta. Now look at the two right triangles hiding in the corners of the square. First, triangle FBC. It has a 90-degree angle at B and an angle of beta at F. Therefore, its remaining angle at C must be alpha. Now look at triangle EAF. It has a 90-degree angle at A and an angle of alpha at F. So its remaining angle at E must be beta. That means these two corner triangles have exactly the same three angles. They are similar triangles. Because they are similar, corresponding sides must be proportional. Look at their dimensions. In the right triangle, the vertical side, BC, is the full side of the square, so its length is 2A. In the left triangle, the horizontal side AF is only half the side length, so its length is A. That gives us a ratio of 2A divided by A, which equals 2. So the right triangle is exactly twice the scale of the left triangle. And if corresponding sides have a 2-to-1 ratio, then the hypotenuses must also have a 2-to-1 ratio. Let's call the smaller hypotenuse, EF, simply B. Then the larger hypotenuse, FC, must be 2B. Now comes the beautiful observation. Those two hypotenuses are actually the two perpendicular legs of our inner right triangle, EFC. So let's calculate its area. Area equals 1/2 times base times height. That gives 1/2 times B times 2B. The 1/2 and the 2 cancel perfectly, leaving us with B squared. And the problem tells us that the area of triangle EFC is exactly 20. So we immediately get B squared equals 20. Now let's connect B and A using the Pythagorean theorem. Look at the bottom right triangle, FBC. Its legs are A and 2A. Its hypotenuse is 2B. Applying the Pythagorean theorem gives A squared plus the quantity 2A squared equals the quantity 2B squared. Expanding everything gives A squared plus 4A squared equals 4B squared. Combine the terms on the left, 5A squared equals 4B squared. But we already know that B squared equals 20. Substituting that value gives 5A squared equals 4 times 20. 5A squared equals 80. Divide both sides by 5, and we get a squared equals 16. We're at the finish line. The side length of the square is 2a. Therefore, the area of the square is 2a times 2a, which equals 4a squared. Since a squared equals 16, the area becomes 4 times 16. And that gives us 64 square units. If you found another way to solve it, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.